Hey guys, Robert Blackman. I want to welcome you to my new office that is not even put together yet. This is probably going to be the worst lit video and background video I've ever done. I know that my video guy right now is having a cardiac arrest. Don't do this. It looks horrible. You've got a hat on. You got your beard. All this stuff these guys tell you that you can't do. But what I want to talk to you today is if you had just come over to my house here in Bartlesville. We just moved to Bartlesville, my hometown. I'm really excited to be back home. As most of you know, on a personal note, moved down to Norman, got divorced. Guess what? Life comes at you fast. I got divorced, had a 3-year-old daughter. Decided I wanted to be closer to her, which is about 3 hours away. So I've spent the last 15 years down in Norman. She's in college now. I have a great relationship with her. So it was just kind of time to come back home. Bartlesville is a much smaller town, about 36,000 people. Norman had grown from about 75,000 to maybe about 170. I'm just a small town country guy. I'm back. So one of the things I want to talk about today is I've got a special on some copywriting, and I want to give you a little bit of background about where I came from. I didn't start out, wasn't popped out as a network marketing guru. Network marketing was the furthest thing from my mind. Trust me, I didn't even know what it was. I came from a printing background, and through the printing business, I learned how to write ad copy. Was trained by two of the best ad copy writers in the world, Dr. Jeffrey Land and Brian Keith Voiles. I work personally with Dr. Jeffrey Land, and if you know him, you know that is one tough cookie. But the guy knows how to write ad copy. And if any of you know Brian Keith Voiles, he's written stuff for Frank Kern, Yannick Silver, a lot of other great people. Brian and I are both from Oklahoma. We've had dinner together. I used to print. I was the printer for Brian's book called Advertising Magic. And this was back in a phase of my life where I had a printing company, but I was the only employee. So it meant that I sold the order, I bought the paper, I shot all the film, I printed the job, I collated it, I 3-ring bound it, and I shipped it out the door, and I billed it. And so Brian was a friend of mine, and I had met him through a card deck with Dr. Jeffrey Land that I was running, cards with. And my job was to call everybody who ran a card and get them to renew. And he and I connected, and he goes, "You're in the printing business. I need a printer. I just lost my printer. He can't get them done." So that's where my relationship began with Brian, and really fell in love with the ability, the art of writing ad copy. And then I started my own printing dealership program. So, when you write copy, what do you write about? You either write about what you know about, or you write about what the pain is, or knowing the prospect of your customer. So you have to get into that. Out of that parlayed a company called the Staff of Life that I researched enzymes, L-Salivarius, which is the acidophilus product, and got into the self-mailer business, booklet business for a network marketing company, and made lots and lots of money with that company. So today, I'm kind of being back home. I was sitting around the other day, and I said, I want to run a copywriting special because I write copy every day anyway, but specifically, I want to help you with your MLM business. Now, if you're a doctor, you got a chiropractor business, give me a call. It'll cost a heck of a lot more to do what I'm doing today. But if you're a network marketer, I want you to listen up. And if you can't find wherever you're watching this, if there's not a link to order, just give me a call. Write down my telephone number, 405-833-6899, and you can get the special on the copywriting. So very quickly, here's the special. So if you want to stop listening, you can, because I'm going to do a little bit of training after this. It's $97 for me to write 4 postcards for you, 4 different postcards for your MLM network marketing business. I normally charge $497 for that. So you get 4 of those for 97 bucks. Also, I have an offer where I can write a 6-page sales letter for you, which is 3 8.5x11 sheets of paper, front and back, that you can follow up or do in a PDF. That's what I do. I'll do a PDF in a sales letter format and put an order form at the very last, and I'll follow up with prospects with the sales letter via PDF. So even if you never mail the sales letter, this PDF will be incredible, the sales letter PDF, because when you follow up, say, yeah, I've got some information, I want to send it to you. People are more likely to read your sales letter in a PDF that you send to them an email that they print off on their printer and they walk away with. You know, they print it out and they walk into the living room, they walk into the kitchen, to their bedroom, they put it in their purse or their briefcase and take it to work and read it on lunch. Then they are at your website or even sit and watch your 10, 15, 20-minute video. Sales copy still works. I'm living testament to it. So I'll do a 6-page sales letter for $297. I normally charge $1,997 for that. So, and here's the cool thing. If you get the sales letter today for $297, I'll throw in the 4 postcards at $97 for free. So basically you get a 6-page sales letter, 4 postcards for $297. And I'm doing that for the first 10 people that jump on board this month with that, okay? So again, 405-833-6899 if you want to call me and order. Check, credit card, PayPal, you know, whatever you want to do, that's great. Or if there's a link somewhere around here, wherever I decide to put this, then just click on the link. If the link's dead, then the offer's over. That's pretty much how to do it. So network marketing. I had a good friend of mine the other day come over, actually drive into town, and we met, had lunch, and we were talking about the evolution of network marketing and where it's going. You know, what happened recently with Vima, what's going on with Herbalife, what's going on with people that don't have customers and those type of things. And so one of the things that I've been doing in my own business is I've always collected customers. I've always known that it's easier to get a customer than it is a rep. The reason why is because customers will just want to try your product, especially if it's a skincare, it's a weight loss, it's an energy. You know, I drink a coffee product every morning from my company that I'm with, and it's got Ganoderma in it, and it makes me feel better. I'm drinking coffee anyway, so I was a customer for that company first for almost a year before I decided to go build the business because I was doing other things. And so that's just a proven point. It's easier to get a customer than it is a rep. Plus, most customers are going to come in for $20, $40, $80, $100, and reps have to come in for $500 or $1,000. So I'm leading this up to something about what you need to be doing. Whether you hire me as your copywriter or not, doesn't matter. You need to start doing this because this will help you. Part of the things that I do with my copywriting and MLM is I give people the ability to go out and get customers first and to do like a free trial, a 15-day trial, or $7.95 trial, $14.95 trial, those type of things. Work well for people to kick the tires. There's something that's happened to us in network marketing that I just hate. And I even hate using the word hate, but I hate it. And it's that we exclude people. If you don't have $500 or $1,000 or even $5,000 to go all in, I'm not even going to talk to you. You're a dream stealer. You're a loser. Get out of my life. And coming from a direct mail and a marketing background where we worked on metrics, in other words, we had to create a campaign that had a success rate where we could break even on the cost of the printing and the postage and the mailing list at 0.5%. So 0.5% of 1,000 is what? It's 5 orders, okay? So we had to create campaigns that with 5 orders, we would pay for the cost of the direct mail package. Then with repeat orders and no cost of mailing, we made our profit. That's how I made my living, right there at 0.5% success rate, 99.5% failure rate. And it's like printing money. It's easy, it's simple. The easiest way to do that, and we've tested it and we've done a split test where we've gone after reps. So let's say it costs $500 to print and mail 1,000 postcards and get the list. And let's say that we were sending them to a website or a 24-hour recording. By the way, a little tip, a 24-hour recording works best on a postcard than even a website. Okay, because the likelihood of somebody getting the postcard, going out to my mailbox, walking into the kitchen, and here's what me and my wife do, okay? We do piles, pile A, pile B with our mail. I don't know what you do, but that's what we do. And here's what pile A is. Stuff I've got to read, bank statements, invoices, checks that come in, things that are of interest to me. Here's things that go in pile B, junk mail, junk mail, junk mail. You know, the air conditioning guy for $69.95, the heating guy for 99 that'll come in. It's winter now. They got the chimney guy, all those things. So we pile A and pile B. So whether I get the mail first or my wife gets the mail first, if either one of us, the other person comes in, we see two piles, okay, on the kitchen table. So we know, okay, here's all the good stuff. You know, and my wife will go, hey, was there anything good in the mail today? And I go, it's all in pile A. Sometimes she'll go, where's pile B? And I go, it's so bad, I know you didn't even want to look at it. It was all circular stuff that, you know, Domino's pizza, that kind of stuff. So the likelihood of somebody taking something from pile A and or pile B and then walking right in front of here and, you know, feverishly typing in, you know, getting my keyboard, my wireless keyboard, and go, oh, I gotta, hang on everybody, I gotta go to this website and find out what this weight loss or skincare or money-making opportunity is. Not gonna happen. You're not even gonna get 0.5% people to do that. I know, I've tested it. Doesn't work. It's a waste of printing and postage. But if you put an 800 sizzle line or even a 24-hour sizzle line, while I'm sitting there, I may even put a pile C, which is Crazy Robert pile, which is research. So I may go, hey, so while I'm sorting through that, I'll get my cell phone and I'll call that and I'll listen to the recording before what? I take it and throw it away. And I'll leave my information. Or then if there's a website on it, I'll go, that's pretty interesting. Let me walk over to my computer and I'll put it in pile A, or I'll put it by my computer over here and I'll come look at it later. So let's assume that you have a $500 product to sell. And let's assume that you're going to make 250 bucks on that. That's a 50% fast start. Could be more or less, whatever. So it costs $500. You've got to sell two at 500 bucks to make $250 commission to pay for it to make $500. So it's a wash. I've even done campaigns where I've lost money on my direct mail program because I knew the back end was so strong. And we only found that out through metrics, through conversion, through giving, you know, time test. We test different offers. We would do 1,000 postcards to test for a customer at $7.95. We would do a mailing for 1,000 reps at $495. We made $250 on the sale. So we tested it. Then we watched what they did on the back end, if they got on a repeat order, if they fell off the face of the earth. So the thing that I hate the most about network marketers, that some of the network marketers that what they do is they exclude so many people. Look, minnows turn into whales in this business. Give me all your minnows. Give me all your goldfish. Give me everybody you don't want. Put them on my list. And I'm going to drip on them. I'm going to sell them small $7, $19 products. I'm going to give them free downloads. I'm going to immerse them into the business. And as Dale Calvert says, whatever world you're in, get into that world. For instance, if you're a fisherman, you like to fish, what do? You get magazines, fishing magazines, right? You watch fishing channels on TV that puts everybody to sleep on a Sunday afternoon. So I never bought into this idea that somehow I'm going to exclude and I'm only going to go after people that have $500. I don't get that. So part of the thing that I'm doing for this postcard for you in the sales letter is to help open up your eyes and your mind that it's a lot more than just driving traffic to a capture page, which I do, it's good, waiting for the autoresponder to do all the work for you, and then you make a commission, and then you hope and pray they duplicate. I was reading something today on Facebook. Somebody said, hey, here's the results of what I did for my ad. I think they spent like $1,000 on their ad. They made $1,100, and they were so excited they were going to roll it out. I go, that's great, but will it duplicate? Okay, that's the whole thing. There's a big difference between being a network marketing salesperson, which I am, and also a network marketing leader, which I am. So I sell, and then I sell systems and implement systems that duplicate. Imagine everybody on your team having a postcard and a sales letter. Even if they never mailed the sales letter, they never put a stamp on it, they would attach it in a PDF with an order form, with their website on the order form, with their telephone number on the order form. or with their fax number, or they're just scan this and email me your order, or mail it to my home. I take at least one order a day over the telephone, at least one. I got a message right now from a guy that he said, hey, Robert, let me get to the email. Here we go. Robert, got your voicemail last night. I followed up, left me a voicemail, went to your website, and I also found very interesting the sales letter that you sent me. I think you said brochure, sales letter. And is that a tool that I can use too? And I replied back to him last night while I was watching a movie, and I said, yes, all these tools. He goes, well, I'm going to sign up in the morning. So he sent me another email. He said, look, I'm at work. Can you call me back on my break and take my order? That's the business. That's what I do. So remember, sales copy goes to work for you. Network marketing is about showing the plan. You don't have to personally walk back to this whiteboard and draw the plan in your home or your hotel every week, although that would be good. But if you're not going to do that, you've got to have a website, you've got to have a sales letter, a brochure, a webinar, a conference call, something that is exposing to your prospects, your candidates, your product, your service, your company, and you, what you're going to do for them. Remember, prospects don't know really about pay plans unless they've already been in a program. They don't really read the ingredients and are comparing them. They want to know what you're going to do for them. What problem are you going to solve for your prospect? Well, that's the reason why I'm so good at MLM, because I've been in this business for 35 years. I'm helping people solve their problems every day. And I have found and discovered that it's easier to get a customer than a rep 9 times out of 10. If I'm talking to someone to come in at $500, I said, hey, look, you know, you're really not going to build this business unless you like our product, are you? And I'm quiet. And they'll kind of chuckle and go, no. And I go, well, let's do this. Let's get you a 30-day supply of the product. And let's see if you get any results. Let's see if you like it. And if you like the product, what are you going to automatically do? And I'm quiet. And I go, promote it? I go, yeah. So let's spend $49.95 or whatever the product I'm selling is. Instead of $495, let's save your marriage. Let's not get you in trouble with your wife. And if it's a guy, he laughs. I go, because I've been there and I've done that. I've had more fights with my wife over the years over product that she stumbled over coming in from the garage and going, what's this? This isn't another program, is it, that you're not going to build? No, it's a 30-day. No, send it back. I know you're not going to do it. Guilty as charged, okay? So that's what us guys do. We buy stuff. Great salespeople are easily sold, folks, okay? So that's what makes us great salespeople is we get involved in everybody's sales funnel. And I don't just join programs and then quit them. I join programs to study them, to study their kit, their process, their follow-up calls, or their lack of a kit or follow-up calls. That's how you become a master at marketing. You study it, you live it, you get into that world. So if you want to get into MLM, okay, if you do, I mean, if you're in MLM network marketing, it's time for you to get into the MLM world. It's a little dome, it's a little world. Just like if you were in dance, yoga, organic foods, if you're a runner, if you're into essential oils and all the fumes that's going to, make you healthy, whatever. It does. Get into a world. It's your world. It's your life. This morning, my daughter, we were talking about how Alan Rickman had passed away and David Bowie. I've been playing Pandora David Bowie the last 2 or 3 days because I was a big David Bowie fan. So my kids are kind of sick of listening to that in the car. And so then Alan Rickman, who they loved in Harry Potter, and of course I loved him in Die Hard as well too. And so my 13-year-old daughter she goes, why are all these people dying? And I go, Katie, none of us are going to get out of this thing alive, honey. And she kind of looked at me and she goes, well, that's an odd thing to say. And I go, but it's accurate. And she goes, you're right. And she goes, so that's why you do what you do, because you enjoy it, because one day you're going to die and you might as well be doing the things that you want to do, right, Dad? And I go, Exactly, honey, you got it. She goes, well, that's what I'm going to do. She's not necessarily going to do what I do, but she's going to do what makes her happy. That's what you've got to do. Pick a program. Pick your pleasure. What do you like? Do it. Nobody can get me out of my program. Nobody can talk me out of it. Nobody can dangle a check and get me away from my program because I like it. I like the CEO. I like our products. Nobody can get me out of my lead program. I happen to like the CEO there too, which is me. All right. So I've got the best of both worlds. I've got my own lead program and I have a primary business. And then I do all these fun things. I love to write copy. So take advantage of the copy. 4 postcards, $97. Sales letter plus 4 postcards, a 6-page sales letter plus 4 postcards for $297. You're not going to find that anywhere from anybody, any trainer on the world, the planet today. They would look at this and they go, Blackman's crazy. And you know what? They're right, because this is Robert's crazy MLM world, and I love it. Okay? So take advantage of the offer. Call me, 405-833-6899. Click on any link you see. If you don't see the link, give me a call. And just remember, it's about follow-up. It's about solving your prospect's problems. Know thy prospect. It's easier to get a customer than a rep, and the only way that you're going to find that out is test it. Okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's training. Welcome to my new home, and I think next time I'll have a little bit better background, and we'll be completely moved in. Our house in Norman still hasn't sold, so I'm living in 2 different homes. So I can't wait for that to sell so I can move all my books up here and everything else. So anyway, any questions, give me a call, and I hope you enjoyed it today. Take care.